world's greatest lover. In my world, in my world. She's a day tripper. She took me halfway there. She's a day tripper. She took me halfway there. It was a day tripper. One-way ticket, yeah. Whoa, how are you?
Port Rotterdam RV and Boat Show for us.
Alright, one match.
Ways to protect your...
One match can take down a forest. You can create a big forest fire. One match. Just one little match. And the tongue, you know, it's like the smallest member, or one of the smallest. But I mean, you know what I'm getting at, don't you? Don't you? I mean, you know, the words, like, you know, can really, like, you know, really hurt people, like, you know, to the point where, like, you know, they just, you know, I mean, what do you expect them to do? You know, I mean, they reach out, they try, you know, they try it all their might, like, you know, but one word, you know, one word, a few words, you know. Again, yes, in the 60s, you know, it was definitely a time to rise up, you know, question the establishment, go after the authority, you know, make sure they're in checks and balance, you know. And right here was where the gentleman was. It was like, it was just crouched down and had a Super Bowl coat on. And, I went back to call from my house, but it was just, I happened to forget my key for some reason yesterday. You know, usually I take it every day, but for some reason I forgot. Like, you know, it was just one of those things. But anyway, we heard Philadelphia, they celebrated big time. Jumped on awnings, flipped over cars, you know, got smashed. Congratulations, you know. I mean, it's a celebration. And speaking of celebrations, you know, like Wolf Blitzer and Anderson Cooper, like, you know, I'm just pointing things out, you know, just open up the blinds a little bit, like, you know. To me it just seemed like, you know, like it was a celebration, like, you know, I mean, the Dow dropped, you know. It's not going to stay like that forever, you know, and it's been huge since Inauguration Day, you know, up 7,000 points. So, you know, last couple days, you know, it could take a hit like that. And I don't see, like, you know, why that's such a good thing. Like, you know, I mean, it's like, of all the things, you know, you should be, I mean, it's not really such a big deal. It's not a major crisis, you know. I mean, it's not like it's not going to rebound. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's not like, oh, it's a depression again, you know. I mean, of course, you know, I mean, Whoopi and Lemon and everybody, you know, NBC, ABC, I mean, CNN, MSNBC, you know, they have always reported that the economy has been great, and Obama took us out of the depression, the recession, and, you know, the hard times and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, they have all the data, you know, all the facts. So, I mean, And it's, like I said, it didn't take a huge hit compared to like where it's at. Yes, it was a a big hit, but doesn't really like matter as much as like they're making it out to be, like and I guess we open up with the tongue. And what else? A match,
So I am enjoying the
Do you have to get to the Times tomorrow too?
I do, but it's all in a day's work.
Be interesting to see how many of your colleagues said, "Hey, I heard you last night talking about this and that."
We hope so.
You're the world.
The biggest fear I have as a parent, I've got 3 children. The biggest fear I have is I don't want to outlive any of them. Of these 6 that you dealt with, did they have to go through that?
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned this. And you asked before the break whether I saw a decline, and whether
And Whoopi and The View, they had stuff on one of the commercials there with people working in their 70s and their 80s. Like a man was working with the fire department, the hose. He was like, the hose was like throwing them all around. Had an old lady being a DJ at a nightclub, I think. Anyway, traffic is good, weather's even better. And one of our friends has something on the news feed. Again, our news feed is terrible. I was over at my cousin's the other day too, and she's got a beautiful computer there. She just watches her movies and stuff like that. I should have asked. I should have checked out her feed, and to see if she has the ticker there and all that kind of stuff. I don't really get the ticker. And she was telling me I should type more. I should write. That's how you make a lot of friends and everything. And I'm like, well, I just do this, I mean, how many phases of it can you do? We're always open, for good, conversations and good, good topics and stuff. Like I was telling her, I tried to explain stuff, about the FBI, the CIA, the feds, the this, the that, the markets. And, it's like, you get that look. It's like, what rock did you crawl from under? Or what are you talking about? It's like, it doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't even matter. It just, I don't know. This is how it is. So, I guess we're going in a new direction. Because, everyone is just going to stick to what, they believe in, whatever they think is right. Like this one gentleman in New Orleans, he just keeps on, calling Trump all the names in the book. He's not the authority, by the way. Trump is not the authority. The 60s was all about authority. This is bizarre to me. Especially growing up. When I was a teenager and all this kind of stuff in my 20s, I did a lot of, dumb, stupid things, but at the time, they seemed right. I guess Muhammad Ali, a lot of people said stuff like, if you're still thinking the same way you're thinking, when you reach, a different age and stuff like that, it's like, anyways, even, and then people, you can't even talk about religion or anything like that. It's, so taboo. You got Ronald Reagan doing commercials on CNN, it's like, our founding fathers, with the religion and this and that, I'm a thesis, I'm this, I don't need to hear about this, there's so many things, there's the Quran, there's the Bible, there's Hindu, there's Christianity, there's Catholics, there's Buddha, there's everything, you have a discussion, so I guess, I don't know. I guess, then we're with the politics. I mean, well, at least one thing we know, like, there was a time where, people were rising up and everything, and now it's just, now they want this. For some reason, they want the people in there. They believe that they're doing a great job, and they want to get rid of, this Trump and whoever else. They think, they're going to do it right.